This video is a continuation of videos 1A and B through to 5, so if you haven't watched these videos first, in their correct order, I strongly recommend you do, before watching this video, or you may not understand what is being revealed. As the processing system of life is a conceptual processor, produced as an image, we can use video interfaces to interact with it, provided the format is correct. As I mentioned in my previous video of this series, the qubit is not what historians claim it to be. The qubit is just that, a cube, but in saying this, it must be a harmonic of the cube used in the processing system of life. There are 3 base modules, each having their own partition maps. These are superimposed on each other and aligned through the 4 outer corner DLL yellow octagons of each of the partition maps. The first is what I call the I matrix, because it is the closest structure to where we, life the real self, view the processing system. The next module is referred to in ancient manuscripts as the ogdode. This involves the libraries, with data separated off from the main libraries. This structure is partitioned involving cubes, represented by squares. And the third module referred to in ancient manuscripts as the city. This partition map is used in video interfaces in Interstellar Craft. As mentioned in my previous video, if we fade any black image into a white background, the image will appear to be whiter than white, being transferred into an image of the mind, from our so-called physical world. The same phenomena occurs through the color range. Here we fade a black instruction into a dark grayish-yellow mask. Note, immediately after the instruction disappears into the background, it appears as a lighter grayish-yellow than the surrounding background, thus requesting an object according to the instruction letter. This octagon is used to import a storybook according to the subject onto the stage. This is done by writing the subject title in your native language, in a script box, in this case the upper of the lower set of script boxes. There are 3 upper and 3 lower script boxes. Each of the script boxes relates to different functions. The upper of the lower set of script boxes involves the import of something, which is displayed visually only. The subject title is faded into the script box mask, then the script box mask is faded into the octagonal mask. The timing of this is crucial. The reason it is done this way is because the masks involving the processing system of life can be used as holographic storage media, and if we conform to its formats and behavior through the mind, the processing system repeats these actions by copying them. It responds to these actions on a visual level. It must be understood that we are dealing with a visual processing system, and what we put on screen in the correct formats takes place in the processing system of life, and does not take place on your smartphone, laptop or PC screen. It is purely a mind phenomenon. Note, if there are any mistakes in how you write to the processing system of life, it simply will not respond to you. So, what I have shown in this video is how to separate of a storybook from the main libraries, and is stored in the octagonal mask. If the octagonal mask and frame is faded back into the correct large grayish-yellow mask, then whatever you do with stored data only involves the story separated off from the main libraries. But if you want to maintain access to the permanent libraries, while editing the contents stored in the octagonal mask, don't fade it into a background mask, Instead, insert a register frame, in accordance with what you want to do with the data. In my next video of this series, I will show more about the processing itself.